Welcome back to the vlog. It is about 10:30 and I've been up since about 7, but it's been one of those days today I just can't seem to feel energetic about it. So I thought I'd make a video because that sometimes helps if I feel I have to film something. So like I said, it's 10:30, miserable day, although there does seem to be a bit of blue sky coming across the horizon, but it's been drizzle, that fine rain that soaks you through. Well, I've got no food in the house, so I thought I don't want to go and do my shopping if I haven't eaten. Otherwise I'll end up buying loads of stuff and I'll buy all the wrong stuff. So I'm going to head to the cafe and I might have a cooked breakfast. A little treat before I get back on the old health train. So I'm going to do that. And as far as the rest of the day is concerned, I just have no plans. I was going to go to the allotment, but that's weather dependent. So let's just see what happens. Let's just go with the flow. Well, it looks like it's starting to brighten up. Do I take the chance and go to the allotment? Or do I just find something else to do? So I've just come back from being up in the high street. And I know it's hard times and everything. And it's difficult for businesses to keep afloat. But I was just in a shop and they were selling donuts. One donut with a bit of pink icing on top for £1.90. And it wasn't anything special, it was just a regular size donut. But £1.90, that's going a bit too far, that is. Certainly feels like autumn is coming. Leaves are starting to fall, and in fact, up there I can see that a branch is about to fall off. So the next big wind, hopefully nobody is walking down here, otherwise that branch is going to fall. They did come and cut them back in the springtime. That's quite dangerous, that is. Yes, the autumn is coming. I think today is the first day that my body is sort of, that period where you flip into your autumn mode. I think that's coming today. I might have to dig out my SAD light, my seasonal affective disorder light. Although, like I said, it could turn into a very nice afternoon. Anyway, like I do every time I come home after being out having food, and have a nice cup of tea. And also I'm going to plan what I'm going to buy. Will I go shopping today? I don't know. Do you get these days where you just don't know what to do? Not that there's not a lot to do, there's loads to do, but where do you start? Anyway, start with a cup of tea. I've just realised it's Wednesday, and I don't know if you're the same as me, but when Wednesday comes along, you think, not long to the weekend. Nice cup of tea. I've just had a thought, because the rain is still raining. I've got a few boxes that I need to sort out, and all this is stuff that came out of my shed when I left the rusty allotment the first time. So, I think I've got a spider, there it is, spider crawling over me. Anyway, it's gone now. So there was a lot of boxes, and I don't know what is in these boxes, so they need to get sorted out at some point. And from a close look, there seems to be DVDs. I just saw one for Jeff Hamilton's cottage garden, so there might be a few there that I can keep. So I don't want to throw them out. I won't bore you with. Oh, look at this! This is a tape that because back in the day we used to have tapes Look at that. Have I got it? Yes, I've got a tape player that allows it to transfer to digital. And look, I made the card as well with all the songs on. And it was of our local amateur dramatic society called Celsig, which in Welsh, bizarrely, means sausage. Look at these. Again, this is going to be one of those throwing out things. Topsy and Tim. I used to be obsessed with Topsy and Tim. Oh, and a snail. I could throw these out as well, but it's the what do you call them? The illustrations that are so perfect. There's one or two books that I remember, and let's see if I've got them here. It was Topsy and Tim Have a Barbecue. I remember that was my favourite. Ah, here it is. Look at this. And we're coming up to Halloween and to bonfire night, so it's perfect timing. Look, just look at this picture. And this is why one of the cats is called Topsy. And in fact, my sister highlighted to me a few months ago that a lot of my cats seem to be called Topsy. So there's Topsy and Tim, and they have a barbecue, they have sausage, pop, and sweets, or turnips, or rutabagas. Then they go and buy them. And there's one picture here that I absolutely love. And they decide to have it in the garden, but it starts to rain, so they can't put up the Christmas trimmings. So they put them up in the tree, but the rain comes, and then they start preparing the food for the barbecue, and then the sweets turn up. Audrey brings them, and then they're all having a right old time, and then it starts raining. So what do they do with the... Oh, I think there's a page missing. Hold on. I think there's... Because they're all going home now. There is a page missing. Because there was a picture of all the lights in the green... Ah, there it is. That's the favourite picture. Having a barbecue and all the Christmas tree lights in the greenhouse. I would like to have that page just framed. There's just something about it that I absolutely love. So if I was to go through these books and give them away, I would definitely keep Topsy and Tim Have a Barbecue. This is my press pass. There's two parts to this. There's another part as well. This is my press pass for the Manchester 2002 Commonwealth Games, where I was the international press supervisor. Look at that picture. That's a thin face. If ever I saw one. Now, I had this sent to me by a viewer, so I will definitely keep this one. It is Adam the Gardener, which is from the 1940s, and it's a week by week what to do in the garden, but it's told in the old-fashioned drawings. In fact, I think I've got 2 copies of this somewhere. I think it just so happened the 2 people bought this book for me at the same time. So what is it now? Fourth week in October, and Adam the Gardener is saying that it is time to deal with the red currants, the gooseberries, and the pears. Bit of pruning, and then next week, start of November, what's he doing then? Soot. He's collecting soot, and he's placing it in a bag, suspended in a bucket of water. So he's making his own soot juice. And again, it's all about maintenance in November. I do have loads of these DVDs and discs and things. Look at these though. I can't even remember what computer you put these into now. Floppy disks. What's this about? Sean James Cameron, My Life. Garden Show. What computer were these for then? I can't remember. Right, let's clean up the mess. I've just found the other section to that pass. Thing is, shall I keep this? Because this is a sort of historical document, so that can be the rights to walk around where the BBC were. There it is, Jeff Hamilton and the complete works of the Flumps. Nice intellectual viewing. Oh, and the complete bod. There goes bod. I started collecting all these. I think when you get to 40, you start to think back. And again, look, loads of them. And I would imagine quite a few of them are have got old pictures of South Wales on. Oh, this is where I was learning French. Parlez-vous la français, s'il vous plaît? Je m'appelle Sean. Et toi? Oh, and they're still there. This is the thing. You sort of say to yourself, I'll keep this and I'll play it again, but you never will. And one of these, these are the ties. So when you grow onions for the show bench, you put these onto green sticks and you put that up against the onion to stop the flags, as we call them, the leaves, from falling and splitting. So you would just rest the leaves on there, and then as it gets taller, you put more and more on top. So I won't throw them away, but I might pass them on to somebody else. Maybe a friend of mine who's in the National Vegetables Society. So if you want to learn about how to grow your own vegetables to the highest quality, not necessarily for the show bench, half of their members don't enter shows. They just try and produce the best veg that they can for the kitchen. So if you want to join that, I think it's nbs.org.uk, but I'll put the web address on screen. And it's only a few pounds. Go off and join that. This is a copy of my book. Ah, right. Okay. There's a story to this. This is a copy of the first book that I wrote back in 2000. But there's something special about this copy, and there's not a lot of these around, and there is a reason. It's because it was not only printed upside down, but back to front. So that is the last page. And then when you scan through it, it does sort itself out. So there you go. But yes, the end of the book is at the beginning and it's upside down. Let me see if I can find a picture for you to see. Try and remember where things are now, especially with them being upside down. I can't remember now, but there was a picture of me in the snow. No. Where is it? Let me have a look. It would have been in the beginning, in the introduction, or maybe they forgot to put that page in as well. So I remember having a few complaints from people who had bought the book. Quite a few of them said that they would keep it, even though it was upside down and back to front. They said they would keep it just in case it became worth a bit of money, because these sold for £10, but I've actually seen people on eBay sell these up to about £250. So a book that's upside down and back to front might fetch a bit more cash. I can't find that picture now. Or maybe that was in the maybe that was in the second book, because I wrote 2. Again, I'll put the links to the Amazon page below. I seem to have a bit of a weepy eye. I've just remembered the bins have been this morning. So seeing as I'm out and about, I may as well go and collect them and bring them home. Out shopping, I noticed Christmas has already arrived. No, not just yet. I'm in the car park of Waitrose and the sun has come out and it is beautifully warm, but unfortunately it's too late in the afternoon now to do anything with it, like going to the plot. But I'm just struck by the autumnal colours of these trees here. They look really beautiful. So this is my shopping for the next 10 days, and something that the cashier highlighted, I said I couldn't scan these. There was something wrong with the barcode. £2.9 for 1 packet, so I bought 2. And she highlighted, if I ignored that and actually just paid them full price, you get 2 for £4. So they were cheaper at full price than they were with the discount on. See, you've got to keep your wits about you these days. Just in case anybody's interested, the pumpkins are £2.50. So just think of all that saving if you've grown your own this year. And the first thing you do when you get home, you get a nice cup of tea down you. Do I need tea bag? No, I've got plenty of tea bags. This month, for November, because I had that issue with YouTube in September, financially that doesn't hit me until now, so for the next month. So I'm on bare bones, as they say, for the next 4 weeks. So all this has to last until we can get back to normal, hopefully in December. Just in time to Christmas to spend it all on rubbish. So 2024, I'm going to try my hardest to try and save some money, but it's very difficult in this day and age to save. I don't have any savings at all, but I'm going to try my best next year to save a little and save it often. There you go, that's a new saying: save a little and save it often, and then blow it all. Right, time for a cup of tea. If you stand still, you can just about feel the warmth in the sunshine. Beautiful to see it. Nice to be back in the peace and quiet of nature. Well, thanks for joining me today. I don't know what this video was all about, just a day in the life type of a video. Alright, I'm going to stand and enjoy this, and then I'm going to pop in and have another cup of tea. So I'll catch up with you next time. So from me, until next time, bye for now. Beautiful.